Okay, family, I'm back at it again with another quick affiliate marketing food for action short training. Now, in this training right here, I want to answer the question that most beginner affiliate marketers always ask me. This question is so common, but the answer that I give is usually something that people, they think about, and some people like it, and a lot of other people don't like it. So I want to break it down simply in this way. This is what I consider to be the success formula for the question of how long will it actually take for me to earn a income with affiliate marketing. So this simple success formula breaks down to CS times LS times WTI equals RT. So now let's start pulling back the curtain so that we can fully understand what it is that's going on here. So right here, I'm going to start pulling it back. We're going to learn what CS is. So CS is your current skill level. Now, if you haven't ever done anything like online marketing or online business before, then you're starting at a disadvantage. You're starting at a beginner level. Now, in order to be successful, of course, you have to learn the necessary skills. So that CS part, if you're coming into the industry with somewhat of a skill set on how to do online marketing or marketing in general, then you have a slight advantage over the average person. Now, the next part, the LS, is the learned skills. Now, of course, if you're a brand new person and you don't have any skills, you have to be willing to learn the necessary skills in order to make your business profitable. And if you currently have somewhat of, a beginner stage of skills, if you've ever marketed before, then you might have a shorter learning curve to actually learning the additional skills that you may need in order to build a successful business. Now we move on to the WTI. This part right here is where people start to, veer off. They don't really like the answer. They don't really like what this right here represents, but I have to give you the truth. And this is, the complete truth. Let's pull it back. WTI. That's your willingness to invest. Now, any business, whether it's online or offline, it requires an investment. And it's multiple types of investment that you have to be willing to invest. One investment is time. Now, in order to learn a new skill or further enhance the current skills you have to be willing to invest additional time in perfecting that. Nothing happens overnight, but the more skills you currently have, the less time you have to spend on actually developing those current skills that you need. And you can actually move on to the more advanced skills that you're going to need in order to build a successful, profitable business. So time investment is one of those investments. But the other investment is this. It's financial investment. Now, of course, there's different things that you can do to escalate or accelerate the time frame of your success. Now, if you spend hours and hours learning a particular skill and you want to do it from the ground up and you decide that, hey, I'm going to build this all myself, that's going to take a whole lot of time. Let's talk about, for example, website creation, content creation. If you do everything from a pure skill set standpoint and you're going to do it yourself, it's going to take hours and hours and maybe days and weeks in order for you to create those assets that you're going to need to build your business. But if you're willing to invest financially in the proper tools, those tools can make it a lot faster and simpler to do. Let's say a simple website builder or funnel builder that actually provides you with templates, already pre-made templates, so that all you have to do is just copy and paste, plug and play, so that you don't have to go and recreate everything right from scratch. That can save you a whole lot of time, right? So you have to be willing to invest financially. Now, you also have to be willing to invest into the idea of coaching and mentoring. Now, this might also, require financial investment, but it also requires you having the ability to listen to a professional, someone that's been through the beginner stages, the intermediate stages, and if they're an expert, then that's great because they know all of the stages that you're going to have to go through. So with their experience, whether it took them months or years to actually learn this, they should have a certain level of, skill set that has allowed them to compress that and be able to tell you how to do it in as fast or quick a time frame as possible. So being able to rely on a coach or a mentor who's been through the process, be willing to invest the money into your coaching and mentoring, be able to invest or have the willingness to invest the time into speaking with your coach or mentor or attending trainings, either daily trainings or weekly trainings, so that you can get all of the information so that you're not, spending all your time doing the research yourself, trying to figure out what actually works. So that right there is the investments that you need to have. And that will equal your results time. That's the simple success formula that you have to keep in mind when you ask that question. How long does it take for me to actually earn an income online with whatever business, no matter what niche it is, no matter what product or service you're actually promoting? You have to be willing to go through this simple formula. And then you also have to do this. You have to first be willing to process your emotions, meaning I know we all get attracted to shiny objects and, the prospect of someone telling us, hey, we can make money real fast, quick and easy. And you get all tied up in your emotions thinking that, hey, I'm going to be rich and famous and successful within a matter of a couple of days or a couple of weeks. No, that's a emotional reaction that the majority of people online, they initially have. And that's what makes them make drastic buying decisions, buying products and services or investing in things that they don't really need, or that's not going to really give them the success that they want. So you have to be willing to process your emotions, right? And then you have to be willing to step into your logic. Step into your logical mind. Step into your logical way of thinking, because in real life, just like it is in online life, nothing happens overnight. You know what it takes to run a traditional business, even if you've never run one before. You've been shopping before, you know what it looks like to go into a store. You know that they have people that greet you at the store. You know that they have people at the register. You know that there's different people that perform different functions. And even you with your particular job, you knew that once when you started, you didn't have the skill set yet, but you had to learn. And it took time for you to actually learn what was necessary in order to do your job properly, to do it to the best of your current ability. Or if you're still learning, you know for a fact that you still need some time in order to learn more skills about your current job or whatever it is that you're currently doing in order to advance to start earning more income. So with that, hopefully this right here has answered the question of how long does it take to earn an income online? Now, I want to go a little step farther because I want to pull up a picture, and it's a picture of some of my business partners. And a lot of these individuals have been able to achieve a certain level of success in what seems like a short amount of time. So, for example, one of my business partners, his name is Jimmy. He knew nothing about list building, which is a necessary skill if you want to be successful in the online business, right? So he knew nothing about list building. But our business partner, Mr. Wayne Crow, he taught him how to do it. And he launched a product. Now, Jimmy, he made $7,600 plus in one day. And that ended up turning into $24,000 in 1 week. Now, in one day, in 1 week, that might be something that, strikes the person that's all caught up in their emotions. They're thinking that they're going to be able to get into the industry and start making this type of money on day one or in the first week. No, you have to pay attention to the key words here. Jimmy was taught how to do it, and it took Jimmy time to learn it. Just like Paul. Paul knew nothing about AI, and my business partner Wayne taught him how to do it. He launched a product. He made $10,000 in one day, which turned into $19,000 in a week. Now, Paul, once again, he knew nothing about AI, but he had to go through the processes and the system and that specific formula in order to learn about AI so that he can in turn launch a product. And then you have another business partner, Ulf. He knew nothing about growing a list on Facebook, but Wayne taught him how to do it. He launched a product, made $14,000 in a day, which ended up turning into $36,000 in a week, right? But once again, he was a novice. He was a beginner. He knew nothing about what it was that he was getting into, but he was willing to invest the time and, the financial investment, and he was willing to get a coach and invest in that coach and mentor. And Wayne taught him based off of the skill set that he has. And then we have Beverly, one of our head coaches and trainers. Now, Beverly, she knew nothing about growing a list on Instagram, but Wayne taught her how to do it. She launched a product, made $14,000 in just 2 hours. Now, these right here are some examples of the successes within our particular business. These are not typical. These are not what you would call average. These are above average students that decided to implement this particular success system, this particular process, this formula, and they took what they currently knew, which in all of those cases, they didn't know anything about what they were getting into. They started off here. They had to learn all of the skills. Now, starting from zero, learning the skills, that takes time. But they were able to escalate or accelerate the time frame of their success because they were willing to make the proper investments. They invested in their time. They invested in the proper tools, and they invested in mentorship and coaching. And that allowed them to get the results that they got in the time frame that they got them. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick affiliate marketing food for action short training. And if you're interested in learning about how to actually take this success formula and put it to real use and learn the necessary skills in order to get your level of success, I want you to comment hustle, and I'm going to send you access to the exact same training that all of my business partners that I just told you about, even myself, with the level of success that I've been able to achieve within this system. I've been able to achieve some amazing things outside of this system using the skill set that I've learned here, along with my current skill set that I've had before, to end up making profits and success for myself. So if you want access to the same system, comment hustle, and I'll send you an exclusive link that will give you access. Not only will it give you access, but you'll also get access to some exclusive bonuses that you will only be able to receive from me, and other exclusive bonuses through our system itself. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you in the next video.